Hey, this is Bob. This is my third attempt to make this video. I keep getting interrupted, and I don't have a good video editor because my Kindle doesn't have any flash, so I can't use the YouTube video editor, and most of the other ones are so sucky that it's not worth bothering with. I have some answers for the Muslims question thing from Buzzfeed. I'm going to try not to mock. I'm very serious. I'm not going question for question because some of them are just ridiculous. But about Santa. Santa's original name was Krampus. He comes from the Druids. He was a figure that, yes, rewarded good boys and girls and punished bad boys and girls. And he just didn't leave a lump of coal. He did a lot worse. And the reason why they adopted him was because the Christians needed to convert a certain Druid tribe to Christianity to protect them from the other barbarian and Druid hordes. So they made a deal to adopt a lot of their customs into Christianity. The Christmas tree, the Christmas lights, Easter egg, Easter bunny, even the times when they celebrate the holidays, so they could get close to the equinoxes and winter solstices, which were very important to the Druids. You can look some of that stuff up if you want to go further. Why do they ask you why you don't have hair underneath your scarf? I think it's because a lot of the racists and stuff know about a lot of the Jewish customs in America, because Jews have been picked on for a lot longer than the Muslims around here. And there is one sect of Jewish women who shave their heads for the modesty factor. Most of them just wear a scarf like you guys, a babushka, or a wig. But a lot of them do shave their heads to make it easier to wear the wig, or just for total modesty. So I think they're asking you that in their relationship to what they know about, what little ignorant stuff they know about the Jews. About the kippah, asking why, about that part. Most religious Jews wear yarmulkes and kippahs, and the ones who don't are secular. And at least they're asking you if you just don't have hair under there, because I've been asked about my yarmulke, that if it's hiding my horns. That's just, they're trying to be mean. It's ignorance. And I feel your pain on that one. I get a lot of stupidity about trying to explain about Jewish dress and custom also. Why do we think you're all terrorists? Because your terrorists have the loudest voice, and it's not just recent years. There's been the fight against Israel and Palestine for years, where a lot of the Muslim countries have stuck their noses into it. And I'm not for or against or saying which side I'm on. I'm just saying that it's there, and it's been advertised and hit the news for a long time. And you guys are getting mixed in. And there are a lot of Americans who are on the Palestinian side of the debate, so you're just getting the ignorant ones. Why do people think all Muslims are Arabs? Because they're fucking ignorant. There's plenty of Muslims in America. There have been plenty of Muslims in America. Muhammad Ali, Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X. Those are the three you could just put off right off the bat. And if you don't want to go further, you know, I mean, you don't have to say, oh, Muslims are all over the world, we're in every country, blah, 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 blah. I try that by telling them about Jews. It doesn't get through. You just have to point out specific examples of why they're being ignorant. And then, if they have any sort of conscience or any sort of intelligence, they'll realize how stupid they're being. But people like to double down on stupidity, so you probably won't get through. I'm very sorry. I understand that there are plenty of secular Muslims and everything, but what Americans have been knowing, because they want to prove their arguments one side or another, is how violent you are and how Sharia law is violent, and that they don't understand that not every sect believes that strongly, just like not every sect of Jews is ultra-Orthodox and separatist either. Most Jews conform. But there are a lot of Muslim countries who do go by Sharia law, and it scares them. That's it. It's scary. Fear is a way to stir up politics in this country. So fear-mongering, unfortunately, you guys are feeling the brunt right now. those were the questions that I had honest answers for you. Oh, and about the bacon thing, yeah, bacon is just very tasty. I'm a Jew. I'm secular. I was kosher growing up. I tasted bacon. It's the best fucking thing in the world. But the reason they put bacon on everything right now, it's a culinary fad. Like cronuts were before, now it's bacon on everything. Actually, they're moving away from bacon. They're on to sriracha now. Everything is fucking sriracha this, sriracha that. Okay? So the bacon thing is just really a culinary phase. And I know a lot of these questions you were asking as jokes or just mocking or whatever, but you want to get a discussion going. So here are some of my answers to the whole bacon thing, because you guys are really getting shafted on your dietary laws, which are so simple. I mean, just not eating pork. But here's a question I have for you, and this is serious, and I don't know where to find this out. I tried looking it up. Jews are kosher. We separate milk and meat, right? And yeah, we don't eat the pork and other animals, like, dietary laws. But we use two different sets of dishes, so we know that milk and meat will never get separated. Now, I know you guys don't have that problem, but this problem also comes up when a Jew wants to go out to eat, because if we go to a restaurant that serves milk and meat together, we never know if the plate had both on it. So therefore, making the plate either milk or dairy. So if we put meat on a dairy plate, it becomes non-kosher. So if you guys go out to a restaurant, let's say you're at the buffet or whatever, and you're using their plates, some of those plates have served pork before. So the pork, does the pork not contaminate the plate as well, like with the Jews? If you want to give me an honest answer, great. If you want to make fun of me, that's fine too. I got a pretty thick skin. I like to debate. If you really want, if there's a secular Muslim or a not so religious Muslim who wants to help me out, and I'll help you out, because I mean, yeah, I was grown up to have a distaste for Muslims only because I was Jewish, but that shit's so fucking stupid. Israelis, Palestinians, Iraqis, Iranis, I know there's plenty that don't want the Sharia law, that don't want the Talmudic law to be taken word for word. So, in one respect, please, more secular Muslims gotta stop asking us non-Muslims these questions and start questioning the serious Muslims. All right, the Islamists, that's the term they've come up for it, because I don't like saying radical Muslim either, or radical Muslim terrorism. I'd rather just refer to those crazies as Islamists. Alrighty, so there's my answers. If you have any other questions for me, really, feel free to ask. I will answer the best I can, and if I don't know the answer, I will look it up. Okay? Peace. And really, peace. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. Alrighty? Bye.